Northwest University community, welcome and thank you for joining us. This is our first conversation of the year with the Northwest University Council Chairperson, Mr. Bert Sorgdrager, to get the latest updates from Council since the start of the 2023 academic year. Bert, thank you for joining us. As always, it's lovely to see you.
Thank you, Angeline, and thank you again for the invite. We travel the whole Northwest, then we in Maiking and then we in Van der Bijl, maar vandag is ons bietjie lekker hier in Potchefstroom.
Thank you, Bert. Bert, prior to the council meeting, council had a one-day workshop. What were the highlights of this workshop?
So, Angeline, with the workshop, every year we pick a theme. The key theme this year was IT, digital transformation. We had a person from the Institute of Directors giving a presentation on governance in IT. We had the international guest speaker again on digital transformation. So the whole focus was on the digital era. It was very informative and we have a lot of takeaways from it.
There have also been a number of agenda points from Senate regarding academic matters. Would you like to elaborate on these?
Yes, Angeline. So the university, our prime function is education, and the guardians of the academic integrity, of course, is Senate. But ultimately, Council takes responsibility and is accountable. And accordingly, Senate had various programs and proposals put forward to Council, which we approved.
But we're also all aware that there were some serious problems with regards to the feedback of the funding status of students from NSFAS. How has this affected the start of the academic year?
So, Angeline, it's a bit of a knock-on effect. The matric results coming out a bit later, again with NSFAS, then their approvals come a bit later. But I'm glad to say that by and large we were able to process the bulk of the students in due time. You will always have some sticky matters or matters that cause a delay. And fortunately, management, our student leaders pulled together and addressed a majority of the problems for us. So, yes, problematic, but one must be agile in these days, and I'm quite comfortable that we adapted.
That's certainly good to hear, Bert. And also on another positive note, we're nearly a month into the new academic year. What would your message be to staff and students, and what do you foresee ahead for 2023?
So, Angeline, the year kicked off at quite a pace. I think we all have a bit of semi-whiplash, but now we're nicely into the year, and with all the registration issues and everything behind us, it's now a shoulder to the wheel, and the academic year is in full swing, and students and staff should focus on what we are actually here for, is the academics.
And of course, we also always receive feedback from our vice-chancellor. It's one of the top agenda points. Do you mind to share a bit more with us?
Yes, Angeline. So I didn't deal with it when we dealt the workshop, but part of the workshop was the presentation of the VC that the Bosberaad, the strategy session end of last year. He gave us a bit of an update of what is in the pipeline. It was more an update. Again today in Council, update dealing highlights, but in the June Council meeting we will definitely go into approval mode. But exciting plans, and it is within the tramlines that Council has expectations of. No, we're really excited.
That's great news. And of course, we also hear there were 2 reappointments of members of the University Management Committee. Please enlighten us on this.
So, Angeline, I'm pleased to announce that our campus DVC, Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Potchefstroom, who's also got the assigned function for IT, has been reappointed for another 2 years. And the second UMC member that was appointed is Dr. Mala Singh. She's the head of People and Culture, or HR, some other people might know it. So we have extended her term for another year. These are 2 very experienced staff members, and we are grateful to have their services for another year and two.
And Bert, the university has a very important role to play, of course, with regards to our environmental impact. I understand that an audit was done in this regard. What is the way forward?
So, Angeline, this is an ongoing process, which has now been much more formalized, and the audit was done, and the audit pointed out to us certain problematic areas. Management has already put forward a plan to address these challenges, but it's an ongoing matter, but it is now getting the right focus, and management will take this matter forward, and of course council, as their obligation is, will continue to supervise.
Bert, on a more personal note, what are some of the highlights that you are looking forward to?
Well, Angeline, everybody that knows me knows that vibrant student life is very important for me. So we now really over COVID. It was nice to just walk here on the campus, hear the noise. As they say, die gees is terug. And that vibrant student life spilled over. The Varsity Cup has commenced. I was privileged to be at a rugby match here at the Fanie de Toys sports terrein, and what an event. So it was really, the vibe around the pavilion was very nice. And maybe longer term, we had a function, Art Club, the cultural festival is back in town, also over COVID, and we've rekindled our relationship. So Art Club will be back with a bang in October, and the NWU remains a main sponsor. They will make use of our facilities. So yes, that I think is a highlight that's waiting for us towards the end of the year.
Bert, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for joining us and updating us on matters pertaining to our university.
Thanks, Angeline, and hopefully I'll see you in Maya King in June.
Fantastic. Noordwes University community, thank you so much for joining us. We'll meet again soon. Keep well and stay safe.